for the truth in my hand. I'm Sammy, started this shit and I'm gon' finish. Yes, I am, damn it. We gon' slam it down like the hit is. Shit is time for the niggas of Memphis 10 to get deep with it. Shit, the devil stay right down the street. Hand, why you mad? The rebels tired of brothers by his feet. What? I don't know, they tired of doing pick up truth then. Post it up in town like they didn't really give a fuck. I get real business with bad racially qualities. Us back in KKKs, you try to follow me, these long teeth. Saving my ass in crucial situations. Any other tactics I need, I use imagination. Attention up ahead of your ass. I ain't with big shit that I already know. You try to.
And there they are. They are members of the original Blackout.
All right, here's the deal. Last night, the fake Blackout, we walked into your house. We came to your territory. And what did you have to do? You had to outnumber us, have us chased out of the building and kept out of the building. Well, we know you back there. Today, we're here. So come on out here and let's get this thing over with right now.
What an incredible way to start off Fear with this dream match of the original Blackout and, of course, the Blackout that represents Combat Zone Wrestling. What a night it was just 24 hours ago.
I'm smoking hash, and the purple haze of any blaze. This is Ruckus, Power of Blackout. Hey, I'm saving. Hey, yo, Gary Coleman and do me a favor. Quit coming out here calling yourself Blackout. But we got a lot of fans and shit. And we got these t-shirts that say Blackout already. And we got these cool street tags that are for sale. Get in the ring and put it all in the line. And when we come out, when they say Blackout, they expect to see me coming out here smoking. And all the bitches expect to get their asses grabbed by my man here. They don't expect to see some tall, goofy motherfucker and some buffed up motherfucker. Who the fuck are you motherfuckers? The original Blackout. Original Blackout is 98. Original. It's 2006. It don't matter. It don't matter. Have you heard of these guys since 98? Alright, so we're in the Blackout. You guys are just black.
We don't need to go there.
Yo, all the bitches in the crowd, y'all rather me come out there and grab on y'all than this big fucking Gary Cole.
Everybody loves it. Everybody loves this. You wish it was like this.
No, I'm good.
You wish it was like
this.
this.
You know what I'm saying? Bitches love me regardless. And you know what I'm saying? Y'all just need to stop using the names. Y'all ain't shit. Fuck y'all.
Let's get in here. We gonna prove to you who shit, homeboy.
Alright, do this. Alright. We ain't got nothing to prove, and
y'all got everything.
I just got a big bag of some good shit.
He must have gotten some of those cookies from the referee.
Let me get in there and beat the living hell out of both of you. What y'all would do?
But you scared?
No, I'm not scared.
But you scared because you know.
Alright, we getting out of here, guys. Thanks for showing up, guys. It's gonna be a good show tonight. And hopefully these dudes can get the fuck out of here before
Ain't going nowhere.
the night's over.
We'll hold this whole fucking show.
Good night, guys.
We'll hold this whole shit up.
Enjoy the black dudes.
I'm about to get my dick sucked. I'm gonna get my dick sucked for a couple hours.
Check 1, 2. They were hot like 95 Fahrenheit. On the summer night, tight spot where bodies rot. Rat straight from water drops in the streets, niggas. Little kids get cops with red dots. Philosophical gangster with violent priors. Going back like black and white TVs with pliers. Leaning on broke down cars with flat tires. Flash iron on anybody trying on the blocks. I'm supplying almighty call my peeps. Top balloons up and swallow them in the B now. Got goons, lots of them. Cops see them and run, don't want no drama. Certain parts of the streets, the beast don't want a martyr. Blood running like the Dakota.
Go get him then.
Or are they going to wrestle each other, or are we going to get an opponent for these guys?
You cheer for punks.
I mean, is somebody from the CZW locker room, will they step up? Am I going to have to go out there and wrestle these guys?
That's what I thought. So since we can't get what we want, get us somebody out here. It don't matter who it is. Since your boys are too punk to come face the real blackout in the ring, get somebody out here.
Well,
Somebody out here.
it is of my opinion that they did punk out Ruckus and
I ain't
Sabian.
leaving till we get somebody out here. My road dog ain't leaving till we get some fucking body out here. CZW World Tag Team Champions, the Kings of Wrestling.
It was less than 24 hours ago in which the Kings of Wrestling won the CZW World Tag Team Championship, going the distance in a tournament, beating Human Tornado and Justice Pain. That's right, you heard me correct. The team of Human Tornado and Justice Pain in the finals. And what a way to step up. Talk about two guys answering a challenge. How about royalty? How about the Kings of Wrestling? I mean, really, who will beat these guys? They are dominant in 3 of the top independent professional wrestling organizations in the world. They have beaten everybody and anybody, no matter what the style is. But tonight they have a different kind of opponent in the original Blackout. What a way to start out Fear than with a CZW World Tag Team Championship matchup. Hero and Claudio last night beat CZW's version of Blackout in the semifinals. And Rain Man and Onyx came absolutely out of nowhere last night. What a shocking night it was. What a night of surprises that it was last night in Philadelphia at Last Team Standing. The Kings of Wrestling were the last team standing, as you can see. They rarely looked in trouble at all last night in any of their matches. And it's all, could you imagine, Onyx and Rain Man walk in here with the sole purpose of beating the CZW version of Blackout. They punked them out, and they could literally walk out of here today as CZW World Tag Team Champions. And not that I'm privy to any kind of office situations here in CZW, but I would doubt that CZW has Onyx and Rayman signed up for any kind of a long-term contract, so they could theoretically beat the champs and take the belts and walk out. We may have another last team standing tournament in November. Chris Hero, the former CZW World Heavyweight Champion, in there with Rain Man. Not his first time in a CZW ring. I believe it was back in 2002 when Rain Man came down as part of Team Wildside in that rivalry against Team CZW. What a wild event that we have planned today here in Middletown, Delaware. anything could happen when we are in Delaware. The ultra-violent underground champion is in the house. Who knows what he is capable of? The last time we saw him, he was eating a cheeseburger, drinking a soda. Single leg takedown. Chris Hero, grapevine leg, and no matter who you are, when you're in there with the Kings of Wrestling, you have to watch out for that KRS-1. That is a move that not only has won them many matches, but it has also put a couple of guys on the shelf as well. They're a very dangerous tag team. Chris Hero going to work on the arm of Rain Man. And again with that arm wringer. Chris Hero continuing to work over the arm. Not sure what he's going for here. You know, he likes to work over the neck routinely with a cravat, going for the Hero's welcome. But look at Rain Man. Look at the agility out of this man, who obviously has put on a lot of weight in all the right places since his last tenure in CZW. Has committed himself physically to becoming the best in this sport. Onyx, he goes without saying the kind of physical presence he brings to the ring with him wherever he goes. Down goes Hero, the savior, self-proclaimed savior of Combat Zone Wrestling. Up and over goes Rain Man. Hero with the drop kick. And until somebody can prove him and his partner different, they are the Kings of Wrestling. Hero and Claudio now looking like they will be cutting off the ring. You know, Claudio just can't stop dancing. He started dancing last night when he was in there with the Human Tornado and just hasn't been able to stop. Big hammerlock. A couple of elbows to the eyes. That'll stop anybody. And here comes the big man, the monster of the team, the powerhouse. Now that's a headlock that's gotta hurt. They didn't even bother putting on a pair of wrestling tights, but yet brings the wrestling boots with him and a pair of jeans. I don't even know how you get wrestling boots and a pair of jeans on. I'm sure this man can figure it out. As he cinches in that headlock, and Claudio trying to power himself out, and it looks like that's exactly what's going on here. And I forget who it was because I had so many commentary partners last night, but somebody brought up the fact, it might have been John Dahmer, that Claudio, as powerful as he is, doesn't necessarily use that power and strength to his advantage, as he is more of a finesse and technical wrestler. But as stated last night by somebody, he is a very powerful individual. Who said Claudio doesn't have any soul? What is this, the power plant? Hits the ropes. Onyx hits Chris Hero. Big kick to the midsection. Big man hits the ropes. Very agile for his size. And down he goes. Double hip toss by the Kings of Wrestling. And you know, Chris Hero was assaulted and battered by Eddie Kingston last night, and I'm actually quite surprised to see him back here so early here, first match on the show, because the beating that he took last night was one that I didn't think that anybody would be able to recover from so quickly. I mean, he was literally assaulted. Kingston most likely could have done jail time if Chris Hero wanted to press charges for what happened to him last night. It was quite sick. And I don't know why in the world they would want to go for a test of strength. Wait a minute, I see Sabian and Ruckus making their way out to the ring. We'll talk more about the reemergence of Sabian last night later on throughout the broadcast. This is a very important title defense here because Chris Hero and Claudio Constagnoli, it's not like they just won the titles and have their first defense here. This is their fourth match in less than 24 hours. And it's not like they were wrestling pushovers either. Like I said, they went through Ruckus and Human Tornado and Justice Pain. Big knee lift there out of Onyx. Onyx and Rain Man has dominated the southern area of this country as far as professional wrestling goes. Big eye rake. What a right hand. All the power that he put behind it. It just winds up and lets it go. Bryce Remsburg in there, senior official, overseeing the action. Big forearm, running forearm. Ooh, taking a page out of Chris Hero's book, almost a version of the Hero sidekick. Big suplex out of Rain Man. This match far from over. You know, when you think CZW and you think Delaware, you think violence. But what a way to start out this event than the two teams, two of the best pure wrestling tag teams in the sport today. Onyx and Rain Man, very good wrestlers. The kings of wrestling, that goes without saying. I mean, they are just on an absolute tear. It's very rare anymore. They almost are like a throwback to the territories where they just wrestle everywhere and anywhere and are successful wherever they go. Usually guys make their home in one place and predominantly compete there, but the kings of wrestling, they wrestle everywhere. Shoots him in. Big standing drop kick. Out of Rain Man. Rain Man hooks the legs. Ruckus and Sabian taking a seat. Apparently they must be done with their bag of good stuff. Whatever that was. A bag of good stuff to me is a bag of chocolate chip cookies, a bag of cupcakes. I got a feeling there were no sweets in the bag that Ruckus was referring to. I like things that smell good, as obvious and evident as what I said at the last show. I don't like to eat anything that stinks. And cupcakes, they just smell great when they come fresh out of the oven, and chocolate chip cookies.
1, 2, come on, 3, 2.
Onyx all over Constagnoli right now. Onyx, the powerhouse. I mean, he literally could go toe-to-toe as a powerhouse with anybody in CZW right now. John Zandig has always had a lot of respect for guys the size of Onyx. He likes to get in there and mix it up with guys of that size. He doesn't like to get accused of wrestling and beating up guys smaller than him. So I wonder if at some point in time, Zandig will step up and answer that challenge of the original Blackout. They started teaming as Blackout in 1998 with Murder 1. When Blackout was conceived at CZW, they were very vocal on the internet, Spinebuster there, about their displeasure and how upset they were at Combat Zone Wrestling's Blackout. And well, they're here to do something about it.
Come on, Claudio! What do you say, Claudio? What do you say? You want to beat it up?
Rain Man and Onyx have been quite dominant. And again, maybe it goes back to the fact that Hero and Claudio are now wrestling their fourth match in less than 24 hours.
There we go, there we go!
I have never seen Hero this confident. Now, from what I understand, Eddie Kingston not in the building today, not even in the state of Delaware. Missile drop kick. Big collision. Chris Hero, high back body drop. Oh, that's not right. That's not right at all. Wow, what a suplex there. Different kind of a suplex. Well, let's hope that Rayman doesn't wind up like Virgil, sitting in car shows with nobody around, trying to sell pictures for $20 in 10 years. It was a nice run, but give it a rest. Couple of shots in the midsection there. Out of Rayman. A sky high power bomb. Double Irish whip. Some say invented by the late Irish Billy Watson. Very competitive matchup here. No disrespect to any of their opponents last night, but I don't think any of the teams last night were this competitive with the Kings of Wrestling. Oh, Swiss uppercut. Go for a side slam. They are trying to go for that KRS-1, it looked like to me. And that's it.
Here are your winners, the Kings of Wrestling!
And the Kings of Wrestling victorious once again. And the Kings of Wrestling, unprecedented, going 4-0 in less than 24 hours. And remember, Eddie Kingston last night assaulted Chris Hero, as did other members of Blackout. So there's a lot of tension going on right now out there.
Like we win every time we go.
Thank you all. But it's been no better
How's it feel to lose, jackasses? When I go back to Georgia, to feel fine. It's too goddamn cold up here.
Well, they picked me up D-Bond, too.
time for the Chris Cash Memorial Scholarship Grudge Match.
That's a mouthful.
Referee Derek Sabato.
He's about as popular out there as he is in the locker room.
From Washington, D.C., this is George W. Bond!
Explain to him. Him right there. That guy.
He is the darling of the internet, George W. Boss. And you know, we have, well, I'll get into this in a minute. I'm just gonna be quiet and let the man do his own talking out there. what can I really add that hasn't been said about George W. Boss?
And introducing his opponent.
You know, we have seen some classic matches in Delaware over the years in CZW. Who can forget about the Delaware Assassin and Steve C? Who can forget about Chad Austin and Kylie Pierce just a few months ago? And this match right here, likely to go down into the annals of sports entertainment history. You know, those people in Connecticut only wish they could promote a match like this in the state of Delaware. GW Boss. Hey, isn't that great? Big tackle takedown. Wax is possessed right now, unaffected by a barbed wire board breaking over his back. What a slap in the face. Some people may say a slap in the face to Chris Cash. I'm not one of them. But this is the Chris Cash Scholarship Grudge match. And this all a result of what happened last night. Wax recently, as a matter of fact, I believe he went one-on-one with Madman Pondo in IWA Mid-South.
You know, a stapler and all you people.
Dick Cheney must have wrote that speech. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. There's one badass mother effer right behind you.
John, this guy was going to staple.
Get your ass in the ring and get stapled, or go the fuck home.
How do you know that he was trying to staple him? Maybe he was trying to pierce him. Wax is a pierce artist. A piercing artist, I believe, is the correct term for it. Of course, you see the barbed wire boards in there. Anything goes here in the state of Delaware. GW Boss all over Wax. GW seems to be the flavor of the month for a lot of fans. Some fans clamoring for a big CZW World title match with Eddie Kingston and GW Boss. I don't make this stuff up. It'd be interesting to see how that match would turn out. Wax now in a lot of trouble, as we all are. Now he's stapling the back, but you're stapling a man right there. You're stapling a man right there that gets pierced in places that aren't meant to be pierced. I mean, right now he's having a lot of fun in there. This guy gets suspended, and I'm not talking about a school suspension. I'm talking about being suspended from rooftops through piercings. Stapling, what is that, $1 bill to his head? You know, as cheap as I am, I might consider doing this for having $1 bill stapled to my head. And Wax now looking at the $1 bill. Ah, looks like somebody's got a little Jewish in his blood. And I can say that as a fellow Jew. And Wax just unfazed by this, and this is exactly what I was talking about. Here's a man that is pierced all over his body. You know, this almost, there you go. Wax taking matters into his own hands. almost like a no-holds-barred match where you see two guys square off and they're afraid to touch each other. Nobody wants to make a mistake. They want to fight more of a defensive game. Although I've never seen Hoist Gracie come into the octagon with a staple gun. The crowd split 50-50 on these two. This guy's very polarizing.
He's crying!
Wax with the Irish whip reversal. Hello. Wax, of course, has competed in battle royals in Combat Zone Wrestling, so this is not his first foray into a CZW ring. Apparently not licensed in the state of Pennsylvania, because I don't recall him ever wrestling in the state of Pennsylvania. Wax was actually accusing GW Boss of being a backyarder last night in the CZW arena. Those are big, big words right there.
We say Wax. Say Wax.
You know.
We're not backyard now, bitch.
See? Exactly. At least somebody listens to me around here. It's like we're in sync. No need to look for a color commentator. I think we just found one. You know, I hate to say this. I really do, but I think Derek Sabato is the most experienced in there right now. Thank goodness for an experienced official. Wax a bloody mess. Belly to belly suplex, shades of Magnum TA. How appropriate that this match goes down in Frightland, because boy, this is scary. Wax up top, having a hard time balancing. Hey, he did a better job than the Ninja did last night. You know, this is what I talk about. You know, these fans are all over GW Boss, big favorites of GW Boss, and now they just abandoned ship with one loss. Some of these fans can be very fickle at times. Not all, but some. Oh, there's no need for this. We don't need to see a picture of this. Video documentation is enough. This is just as bad as when Jake the Snake Roberts would stick a snake in the mouth of his fallen foe. Or when Brutus Beefcake would cut hair.
We say Wax. Fuck him. Say Wax.
What's up, boss? Apparently, shit didn't work out, huh? You want to be in CZW? I don't think you can handle a backyard.
pounds from Greenwich, Connecticut, he is accompanied to the ring by the queen of the catfight, Noelle Harlow. This is the Anomaly, Niles Young.
I guess Halloween must have come early for Noelle because she's dressed up like a whore for this event. And the smoking jacket, a nice touch for Niles Young. Hey, he's a former junior heavyweight champion out there. You know, going back to the days of Natasha and Simply Luscious, we see more girls come and go in CZW than I think anywhere else. I'm not even going to say it, but it stinks.
Watch your mouth.
And introducing his opponent. He weighs in today at 210 pounds. From New Orleans, Louisiana, this is
Luke has been very impressive in his efforts in Combat Zone Wrestling. My boy, Luke, who last night came up just slightly short in his efforts to become junior heavyweight champion. What a better way for him to reclaim that top contendership than by beating a former junior heavyweight champion in Niles Young. Now Luke ain't gonna put up with any BS from Niles Young. That's just disgusting right there.
Oh, it's 24-24. Yeah! Let's go, Saints!
And Altar Boy Luke, as he used to be called, now just Luke.
Not necessary.
Luke, of course, as I've talked about many times on commentary, he is a survivor of Hurricane Katrina, grew up just right out of the 9th Ward, worked hard for everything that he has. As I was talking about last night, I met him many years ago when he came to an ECW show actually in New Orleans, Louisiana. He was a real skinny kid and said he wanted to be a wrestling fan, and you hear that from a lot of people, and then a few years later, here he is. So what a great story he is, and what a hard worker he is in and out of the ring. Just eats, breathes, and sleeps wrestling. Kind of the antithesis of his opponent. Niles Young with the side headlock. And there goes Luke with the reversal. Luke, maybe too much to handle for Niles Young. Luke, who scored a big win just a couple of months ago over former multi-time CZW World Heavyweight Champion, the Messiah. Big spinning kick there. Some may call it a crescent kick. Hip toss. And a big drop kick from the athlete. And he is such a chameleon. Such a chameleon is Luke in that he's a high flyer, he's a brawler, he's a technician. He adapts to his opponent, which makes him very dangerous. He's a lot like Chris Hero in that way. Hit her, she deserves it. Believe me, she deserves it. He may need a shot of penicillin after, but it'll be worth it in the short run. Luke rolled in the ring. Luke's such a success story in his hometown where he comes from. Some people may not know, but Luke actually donates a portion of the profits that he makes as a professional wrestler to recovery efforts and rebuilding efforts in the state of Louisiana. Shoots him in, big drop kick. Luke has been wanting to compete in CZW for a long, long time. Relishes every moment that he has in a CZW ring. Unlike his opponent, Big DDT. Niles Young made a short comeback at the Chris Cash Memorial Show, but hasn't officially been in a CZW ring since losing the belt to Sexy Eddie. Big kick out of Luke. Niles Young, very successful for a short time under the tutelage and managerial expertise of Chrissy Rivera. Hooks the leg. Chrissy conspicuous by her absence. I'm sure she's not going to be too happy when she hears about the person she's managing two-timing her. Big shot. Hey, maybe that is Chrissy Rivera just dressed up as Noelle Harlow for Halloween. Fans still in awe of that violent spectacle we just saw prior to this matchup here. And I can't say that I blame them. Sunset flip, not enough. Luke, and down goes Niles Young. Almost like a judo trick right there. She's showing that ass. We got a full mood. Oh, that's okay. No need to disqualify her or anything, or him.
Get out! On the floor! What's the problem? I didn't do anything. Right, get on the floor!
I got to question the official expertise of Bryce Rensburg to allow that to happen. But the good news is, and of course we are here in Middletown, Delaware on a Sunday afternoon, that from what I understand, the Eagles just tied up the game. And thank God, because I got a $50 parlay riding on that. Oh, what a kick. He does have a judo background, a mixed martial arts background as well. I mean, when you grow up where he grew up, you know nothing. The first thing you learn is how to fight. The first thing you learn how to do is to survive, is how to adapt to your surroundings. You're more or less growing up in a jungle. And Luke not only survived, he relished it. Big right hand out of Luke. Couple of shots. Shoots at Niles Young. Big clothesline, down goes Young. Back elbow. He's in a lot of trouble. 1, 2, 2. Not enough. Niles from behind, and he knocks down Noelle Harlow. Typical woman getting in the way. Yakuza kick and a miss. Pump handle. Almost like a burning hammer here, not quite. Like a cutthroat suplex maybe. Different version of it, and he gets him. Luke with a very decisive victory at CZW, beating a former champion is never easy.
She ain't my type. This is a life gift for me.
contest is a tag team attraction and is a Falls Count Anywhere tables, ladders, and chaos match.
This is the first official match back for Sabian, I guess. My format's a little different.
I'm not too keen on the chaos. The ladders and tables are okay. The chaos is kind of cool.
Introducing our opponents. Party people from right to left, just keep on the streets and enjoy yourself. The recipe for rap is the lyric script. So ladies and gentlemen, from the West to Satan's far best extreme, from the Bronx we bring the whole West. So ladies to the University City Stretcher, True Gula.
What an odd combination this is of Drew Gulak and Human Tornado. It just goes to show you, when CZW comes to Delaware, you never know what you're going to get. This is a rematch of sorts between Drew Gulak and Blackout, a tournament of death. Just a few months ago, Drew Gulak teamed with Jimmy Dream against Robbie Marino and Ruckus. Obviously, Drew Gulak and Ruckus went out and stepped up their game with better partners this time around.
For those of you who weren't here last night, Human Tornado was our newest member of Blackout. Was our newest member of Blackout. But now that the tag team back together, we're gonna fuck you up like we did your tag partner last night.
Great Blazini and shit.
The Great Blazini. All right. And then you got Drew Gulak. Where's your headgear, son? I ain't know what you're doing out here. Now, I'm okay with the ladders and the tables. The chaos part, I'm not that okay with. But either way, you two boys about to get hurt.
Nah, I ain't got shit to say, man. I'm the only pimp here.
All right, we're done talking.
You stealing my shit. I'm the only fucking clown, huh?
And again, Human Tornado came in last night as a part of Blackout. He was their secret weapon, revealed a few days earlier, but the fans went absolutely crazy last night for the Human Tornado. Human Tornado came out there to entertain, and of course Ruckus, Robbie Marino, and the rest of Blackout were very upset about that, as they were obviously out there to win. Things got a little bit tricky when Human Tornado and Ruckus lost to the Kings of Wrestling. And of course Ruckus and the rest of Blackout took out their aggression on the Human Tornado. Drew Gulak, normally a part of Team Andrew. Andy Sumner not here today. Drew Gulak taking full advantage of the open position on the show this afternoon. And Sabian back at CZW. We hardly realized you were gone. Sabian, I guess you could call it, took a little bit of a sabbatical. Looking around for competition, unable to find it. Finds his way back here at CZW. Last night came out of nowhere. Apparently, members of Blackout told me that was their plan all along and that he never actually left. Sabian, a former CZW World Junior Heavyweight Champion, looks to put on a little weight since we last saw him. Too cold, too cold. In addition to worrying about your usual wrestling injuries that you might get in a wrestling match, you gotta worry about catching pneumonia out here. A pose down, it looks like, between these two. I'd like to see a dance off.
Bring your power over here. Bring your power over here, Dave. Come on. See that? You don't want to go with him? No. He don't want to go with me. He don't know what he's messing with. Come on.
Human Tornado looking for a test of strength. Gets on his knees. Now he's just getting down to Sabian's level. Drew Gulak looks amused in the corner. How did he do that? Delaware just hit with a tornado warning. Human Tornado, I'm loving everything I'm seeing out of this guy, the consummate entertainer. Everybody wants to team with him. Justice Payne, Ruckus did, now Drew Gulak. Human Tornado, of course, went 1-2 last night. I don't think it matters to him. He just wanted to get out there and dance in the CZW arena. He is a bona fide movie star, part of Nacho Libre. Sabian backed into the corner. Sabian, part of the reason we had last team standing last night. He was one half of the CZW World Tag Team Champions, and he did not fulfill his contractual obligations to defend the titles within the allotted time period. Thus, Blackout were stripped of those belts. Buckets all over the Human Tornado. These guys picking up where they left off last night, unfinished business. Human Tornado able to exact some revenge in less than 24 hours after what happened at last team standing.
2, 3.
Blackout in and a big double drop kick. The new ring announcer of Blackout conspicuous by his absence, as is the pink-tied Robbie Marino, who more or less got an ass kicking last night courtesy of Necro Butcher. Tag into the former CZW World Heavyweight Champion. Big suplex. I thought Ruckus was going for a Falcon Arrow there, but did not. Ruckus actually made a name for himself early on in CZW when he came into CZW, when CZW used to have shows in Delaware back in the beginning of 2001, when he would open up the shows as part of those three-way dances. Big drop kick. Of course, really broke out of the pack at the boss's back. Shoots him in. Pair of CZW former CZW World Junior Heavyweight Champions in there, the Razzle Dazzle. Like Lariat. Out of the Black Jesus. Tornado looks like he may have, well, looked like anyway last night that he may have injured his ankle or his knee, but thus far it does not look like it's smarting in the matchup. Arm wringer. Sabian sends him in. Follows through. Well, he may have sensed what I thought I saw last night, and that was an injured wheel. Working on those ligaments, trying to continue tearing them up.
1, 2, 3, 4.
We still have a lot of action left to go. We still have an ultra-violent underground title defense by the future of hardcore Nick Gage, who was just doing some absolutely crazy things before the event today. Now the wrestlers, we all have our own locker room area. Nick Gage found a spare area in the field here. He was changing by himself. He was throwing chairs around. It was an ominous scene. The leap of fate from the former World Heavyweight Champion. Arguably the most dominant wrestler in Combat Zone Wrestling in 2005. Lost the belt under questionable circumstances indeed, at Best of the Best, to Chris Hero. People are yelling for chaos. He's not here today. Big chop to the Human Tornado.
One more. Out of the road.
What is that, a nipple twister? Blackout have really cut off the ring and have not allowed Human Tornado the option or opportunity to make a tag into Drew Gulak. He may start dancing. That's usually when it happens. Drop toe hold into his partner.
Yo, what the fuck is you doing, dog? Yo, get the fuck out of here, man. Swing that fucking way. Yeah!
Here he goes. Starting to warm up. Both wrestlers need a tag in a bad way here. Finally, Drew Gulak in the ring. Clothesline. A couple of back elbows. Gulak with that extensive amateur background. Big suplex right there. Drops. Ruckus on his head. Down goes to Straps. That could be trouble for Blackout. You also have to wonder if the original Blackout is still in the area, and if they will make their presence known like Ruckus and Sabian did during their matchup. What a senton right there. And what an upset it would be to defeat the former tag team champions.